So today I'm going to talk about the imbalance that you have going on regarding the relationship or relationships that you are attracting in your lives regarding narcissistic abuse, and what you can do to start balancing the areas that need balancing in order to experience life on your terms. So we're going to talk about the male-female energies, or yin-yang, so that you can come to see where your imbalances are. And we're also going to be discussing how these imbalances affect the left side of your body physically along with the right side. So let's dive right in. The yin-yang philosophy calls to attention to balance and harmony between the male and female energies in order to function at optimal levels in all areas of one's life. An example of that would be action and inaction as opposing forces. There is time to work and there is time to rest. So if you're constantly doing, which is the masculine energy, you're going to be burnt out. Your health is going to be at risk. Your cortisol levels are going to be too high. So you're going to experience life with feelings of frustration, impatience, and perhaps even anger. But if you're the opposite of that and you're being inactive, where you spend your days doing zilch, that can lead to depression, where you're going to find no sense of purpose. You're going to feel lost. You're going to feel demotivated and disconnected. So if we can learn what our masculine energies consist of, along with our feminine, it can help us get insight on where we've basically gone off track in specific areas of our lives, and show us what we need to do in order to get back into balance. It can show us where we're going overboard regarding these energies. And all these energies have either female or male energy components. Even the breath. The inhale is yang and the exhale is yin. Both yin and yang need to be interdependent. You can't just exhale, nor can you only inhale. And furthermore, if the inhale is longer than the exhale all of the time, you'll be out of balance. But sometimes, yes, of course, you do want to have your exhale longer, but those are the times that you're out of balance to a certain extreme and in need of activating the parasympathetic. Or if you need to become more alert, you're going to want to take some deep inhales and shorter exhales. But on a daily, we're looking for balance, where the inhale and exhale are equal. And that's what's meant by heart coherence. Both the heart and mind are synchronized in perfect harmony. So now let's take a look at some of the masculine and feminine energies here. So here we have the feminine, also known as the yin, and over to the other side we have the yang, or male energy. The female energy is all about the inner. It is introspective, it is reflective, it is thoughtful, where the male energy is about the outer. The yang is analytical. It'll take things apart and separate things into components. The feminine is playful, fun. The masculine is work. So are you having fun these days, or always working? The feminine is passive. The masculine is aggressive. Where are you in this one? And by the way, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female here. We all have both male and female within us. The female is about being, such as stopping to smell the roses. It's about appreciation. It's about basking. Where the male is about doing, it's action. But there's a time and place for everything. Sometimes action is needed to pay bills, clean your house, make money. Other times, you need to stop and be in appreciation regarding even the little things in life. And this is mostly missing in victims of narcissistic abuse. Yin is about receiving, where yang is about giving. So if you're constantly giving and giving, you're out of balance. When you never allow yourself to receive, like taking moments to smell the roses, you are telling the universe that you are unwilling to receive anything. And that includes joy, it includes finances, it includes love, etc. That's why it's so important to stay in balance. So here are some more qualities regarding these energies. The feminine is empathetic, cooperative, patient, trusting, intuitive, creative, receptive, and supportive. Now, when a person is out of balance with too much yin, too cooperative, too supportive, too patient, too receptive, and too empathetic, that person will likely become needy, always looking to help others and overgiving, the male energy again, because all the energy is going towards the outer. Nothing's coming in. you're giving away all your energy. So codependents give in order to get. They do more for others in order to receive some acknowledgement, and they become extremely insecure. They become over emotional and depressed. So when there isn't enough of this energy coming in, they become focused on the outer. They become too focused. They become too rigid on the outer, perhaps even blaming. And these are often qualities that you see in the narcissist. They'll become overwhelmed, wanting to control everything. But you also can be off balance with not enough yin, because you often find yourself with incessant thoughts, focusing all your thoughts on what the narcissist said, what the narcissist did. When you're low on the feminine and too much in the masculine, your focus is on the outer, and everything is about how you can make the narcissist happy or quiet anyway. Okay, so let's look at the yang energy here. The yang or masculine is about stability, logical thinking, and action. The male energy is focused, determined, assertive, analytical. It's responsible, it is protective. Now, if you look at any of these qualities, you would be able to identify whether you're either too lacking or overdoing in one of these energies. Perhaps you need to be more assertive and say what it is that you need, and less responsible for everybody else, as an example. And then in the feminine energy of receiving, become more responsible for self. Or what about the area of protection, which is yang energy, where you might come into balance by protecting the narcissist less and protecting you more. So now you're receiving. When a person with yang energy is hurt, they can become too controlling and too aggressive. As codependents, we too can become too controlling in certain areas of our lives, and yes, aggressive also. And then too much of that energy can also cause us to withdraw, and even avoidance, such as not wanting to face up to truths. It's not that bad. I can handle it. They had a bad past. I'm stronger than they are. Too much yang energy and the person can become dominated and forceful and controlling. They can be forceful, and as much as that sounds like the behavior of the narcissist, we as codependents can become rather forceful when it comes to trying to fix these relationships that are just not working. Trying to force anything never amounts to anything good. Balance is about flow, not resistance. I mean, if you look at a tree and the wind starts to blow, the branches don't resist the wind because the branches would break. So the branches go with the flow. So it is with us if we want to be in balance. So there's going to be times where you're going to be too low in the masculine, which is going to cause you to be fearful, where you're going to feel paralyzed in life, unable to move forward or to make any decisions. If you find yourself one day staring at a mess in the kitchen and unable to get up and clean it, you're lacking male energy. Remember, yang is action. And this lack also causes one to be insufficient in courage or unable to defend oneself. Remember, the quality of protector is masculine. So we are constantly lacking in both male and female energies. And we must always be aware of where we're at in order to keep a balance. Socrates said it, know thyself. Now, before we talk about how to come into balance, let's take a moment to look at how these imbalances not only cause havoc in our relationships, but also cause havoc to our physical, where you can even detect where you're low on either yin or yang, depending on which side of your body experiences issues. Yin energy is about contraction, and the yang is about expansion. The right side of the body channels yang energy, where the left channels yin. So when you have more of your physical symptoms over to the left side, example, left ear problems, left part of your neck, left side of your neck, your heart, it is your feminine that's out of balance, which will also affect the yang side. So you as the codependent, unable to receive due to an imbalanced yin, will cause imbalance in your yang energy, where you'll be overdoing, for example. You really need to be focusing on receiving, because like I mentioned earlier, it is harming more than your relationships here. It's harming all areas of your life, such as not being able to succeed in the domain that you like. It's affecting your abundance, how much money you have coming in, your love and acceptance. But although you as codependents need to work on your yin, I just want to mention quickly an imbalanced yang on the right side. The right side displays fatigue, resentment, being afraid to get out in public and be your dynamic self and shine. Over giving, remember giving is masculine here. Being the sacrificial lamb, everyone else comes first. The right side has all to do with father issues, where the left side has to do with mother issues. So in order to become whole, an interplay between both yin and yang has to take place that allows one to become malleable so that you can come into your own, your full power. And that's regarding health, abundance, purpose, goals, and love. When we're looking for comfort, security, or love on the external only, we're looking to the masculine, and that's imbalance. When we're looking to past only, or the anxiety of future, we're out of balance. You want the middle in order to come to balance. You bring yourself to the present, the power of now, as Eckhart Tolle puts it. So how to come into balance? Part one is awareness. Be aware of your imbalances, and that's the feminine, that's the yin, that's being introspective. And part two is action, and that's the yang, the male energy. If you're too tired, stop. If joy is lacking, go out and have fun. Crank up some music, go see friends. If anxiety is affecting you, meditate. So you get the picture here. But what I'm proposing today is that you work predominantly on your yin energy. I'm referring to the receiving part. I want you to give yourself a half hour each day, and if you want to offer yourself more, then go nuts, more power to you. But take these daily 30 minutes and put them aside for you and for only you. No shopping, no getting your nails done, no golfing. 30 minutes a day to stop the outer world and step into the inner, the feminine, the yin. No TV, no Netflix, no computer, no phone. Music, yes, if you like. And even listening to something that helps you in your spiritual growth or psychological growth. But mostly you want to stop everything in order to be present. So meditate, journal, cry with the intention of healing, of course. Process, feel, release. Take time to acknowledge you. This is your dedicated time, and it is sacred. Connect with your inner self. All of these things that I've mentioned have all to do with connecting with your inner self. Do tea with self. This is a powerful one that I talk about in my course. What you do here is you make a cup of tea and you commit to sitting in front of a mirror, having your dedicated time to have this cup of tea with self. And you just start a conversation. Something will come up, especially if you're having a rough day. Ask questions. You can scream if you want. Whatever comes up, comes up. Tea with self gets you to acknowledge the self, which is receiving. So 30 minutes a day to receive. That's big. You're giving yourself time. You're giving yourself space. You're giving yourself acknowledgement. You're giving yourself respect. And when you give to yourself like that, you are telling the universe that you are now willing to receive. So I hope you can commit to this. You might want to try, give yourself 30 days to do this, a half hour a day. So that is all for today, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.